Virtus.pro, they look cool, calm, and collective this morning.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting series. I think, for me, one of the least predictable.
Yes, for the rune, the Nightmare went on the Storm Spirit, but now with Rocket Barrage, Illidan's in a lot of trouble. compLexity looking to spill first blood. There's no Nightmare here from Lil, and the attack coming in from Gyro will take the first blood. Now taking considerable damage by compLexity. And Swindle can't get close enough. Now they do. They actually get the curse off on Bane. They keep FNG in close, dragging him back. Storm Spirit still in the middle of this fight. They finally find the first pickoff, but in fact it's going the way of Virtus.pro. They've taken out two. Illidan dropping down low, and the Gyro is a triple kill for God. Mumianda trying to run himself away too, but God's going to get himself an ultra kill. compLexity lose everyone under the tier 1 tower. And while they might deny their own team,
they are dodging fights. This is a nice play, actually. Rotating toward the bottom lane. They're pressuring it with Swindle.
Yeah, but look at FNG. He TPs down, gets the Song of the Siren, catching out 3 heroes, moving up higher. So she sees the Gyro as well as the Wyvern here. Phoenix instantly into the Nova. The relocate, try and save and drag him just a little bit further away from the fight. And they do bring down Phoenix with the Gyrocopter. How much damage have we got up against Illidan when he's sold 196 points of damage? Looking to turn it back into Mumianda. And Illidan standing its ground, but this now for compLexity. They get a triple kill on the Bristleback with the Wisp babysitting him out. That's what compLexity. The Observer and Sentry ward, and they drop down their own one. Golf me the first man moving over as the entire team Swindle jumping in first. They do get that embrace on his God. Almost down, blinks away to safety. He'll survive this to Phoenix though. The egg, he cannot get the stun off. The Sonic Wave hitting hugely from God, but the damage is actually being done here by compLexity. Illidan controlled, and they embrace up again the Gyrocopter. It is 3 hero kills they get the pick off for. And
compLexity are going to be very happy with that situation.
They bring down the biggest core that's in the game right now, and they keep looking for more. As you see Swindle having a bit of a walkover. You'll see a TP actually behind the tower. FNG, you did not want to come in there. Z-Freak will give the support, and FNG can't even get the Song of the Siren off. With a cooldown as well from the Gyro. They're isolating out the rest of Virtus.pro. Illidan TP'd in as well from the Fiend's Grip, controlling up the Storm Spirit. They need to break him free right now. The Rocket Barrage going into the Razor. Illidan dropping low on the relocate, trying to pull the Storm now. Couldn't do it, wasn't far enough away. And now you still see them go. The curse, the perfect position. Virtus.pro's in huge amounts of trouble. They have to back up that weapon compLexity. They might bite off more than they can chew with a double kill from God. The perfect Sonic Wave. They'll move into the Nova, but God still on the back of the Bristleback. Running away, moving over. In fact, Queen of Pain blinking forward, chasing up the Z-Freak. The TP out. There's no more stuns, but the damage is enough. The gem is dropped and re-gathered up by the Queen of Pain. And compLexity giving a triple kill to the Queen of Pain.
I definitely agree with Bloodstone and Storm in this case to build yourself up for a late game, because this one, compLexity, even though they've had a couple of good fights, he needs to come back.
Mumianda running in. He wants to burn the Aegis to the Immortal here.
Oh, he will, probably.
He's going to give a little bit of damage over to Illidan while doing it, but he's still getting a lot of core spray stacks over on Razor, and there goes your Aegis burn.
Oh, damn, that was just in time. It was about to expire. It expired now. If VP would have paid attention to it, they might have just set it up.
Are they Song of the Siren out of here? FNG actually with the movement. You've got Wisp as well as Gyro here. Turns on the cooldown with the Fiend's Grip. They'll bring down the Gyro. Virtus.pro read the situation perfectly. The relocate will help save one, but that's going to be all. Wyvern puts himself under while Swindle has to Yule Scepter himself away a little bit further safety for Phobos. Try and burn down Swindle. He'll be able to jump himself back into base. But the Gyro as well as the Wyvern dropping him. Now that Aegis...
Fast though.
You got a Storm Spirit behind it. The slowdown's not working. In fact, Storm's going to jump in. Swindle going to be set up in the air by his own Yule Scepter, buying a little bit more space. As Illidan, he's actually out of mana, turns on the BKB. The Eye of the Storm is doing some work, but he's got no real solid damage. Now the Nova's going to come in from Phoenix. Fly so low, he can't embrace anymore. God, the curse was there, and Illidan's dropped so low too. Illidan's going to fall. Swindle on the front lines here with still the other 2 cores of compLexity. The Aegis Immortal pops. That's why we now see a secondary God. But Mumianda's so low, but the Sun Ray from Phoenix reaching up just far enough. The Glimmer Capes again. The Urn Charge is ticking down on the Gyro.
Nova like that in the middle of 5 heroes when you have absolutely no fire spirits out, it's not going to get off. And then your refresher isn't that great anyway, right? If this is the kind of situation they get into, refresher is not good. Well, the reason they got into it, I'm actually really surprised because Virtus.pro chose to go for Mumianda. G-plopped his Sonic Wave and everything in the back of Mumianda, and he just runs away. He doesn't care. He barely got scratched by it. compLexity here with a big win.
Fast. This is Aegis as well as Cheese going to come the way of their team, and VP, they're moving up for the Tyrant. Surfboard is also watching their maneuver. And compLexity will be ready for him. In fact, now VP, now the road hit pretty hard, especially when he gets the feed script over on that Bristleback. He needs a life, and the relocate does come in. They pull him out, in fact, taking him all the way back to base so they can heal up on the Bristleback. Sentry Wars down this time around, Synderen. They don't want to fall for the Glimmer Cape tether away. And in fact, yeah, it's not going to work this time. They commit both Orchid and Sonic Wave. And they go for more. They actually find the Bristleback. He came in, but Swindle looking to make even more space. With that call down, Illness off the Grace position. They're stealing so much damage from the Bristleback under the cover of Song of the Siren. Now that Nova combo, this is only going to be this is actually number 2 on the Nova. The hit's going to come in, and so much damage, Illidan can't do any of it. Swindle comes up with a BKB. They get themselves out. FFG, he's in real trouble. Swindle's behind him. The damage is enough. compLexity, they only lose the Wisp, but now they look to take their second lane of racks, and they more. Razor's got buyback, and Naga does not. And Swindle, he needs mana, but he's still got the Aegis Steam. All of the Sonic Wave spills out. And Gyro not too healthy here, but they take out the tower and push the Bristleback to the front lines.
VP are going to have to buy back Illidan if they want to hold this, I think.
Dire's top tower
do they have enough? Attack. No Sonic Wave for 15 seconds. I think you're right with the call down. In fact, Storm just jumping in. Illidan still refusing to buy back. Phobos, they try and push him back with the Glimmer Cape. They're able to do so, but the Bristleback is still there. Nightmare's up, the melee racks drops, and compLexity get what they wanted, but they may go for more. That Wisp is back here again, Swindle jumping forward. They're looking for the pickoff, and there's the Bane up in the air, and then the Orchid. Swindle can't really do much more at this point, as he gets hexed up as well. The Sonic Wave, Swindle's gonna pop! No immortality for him, as now the Bristleback. Nightmare, they need more control. No mana, there is mana for a Fiend Script. He's got 13 one-chances available, but with the Gyro moving the front lines, they're really not sure about this. That TP, it's FNG. Snare, holding the Bristleback position. God also moving forward. Again, no Hex, but now the Gyro turning his attack towards Illidan. Do they have enough control with a call down position? It's too much damage. Virtus.pro are in a lot of trouble. They lose one, fall back instantly. In fact, go for the Queen of Pain. Illidan's going to drop again the buyback on all 3 of their cores here. They can do so. And God jumping up. He needs to slow this down with a Sonic Wave, but with still not dead. Keeping the Bristleback bumped up as God. And now the curse comes in from Fly. They control the Queen of Pain. There's going to be a dieback right now as Swindle goes in deeper, looking for Phobos. A double dieback. compLexity, could they push it even further? Swindle still with a decent amount of mana, but Illidan back to front lines. He'll buy back. They don't have the Hex at the moment, but then Song of the Siren stopping the fun for the moment. But Nova, they're set up again. It's a point blank. This one should be able to connect. Storm jumping forward, however, they want the kill. There's a Nova hit with the Fiend Script. Mumieta, he can't do anything. Illidan, however, Swindle can do it all. Right over the top of him. Phobos also going to go down into FNG. It's one up the other. It's Duck Hunt. It's compLexity taking game number 1 up against Virtus.pro after what was one of the most turbulent gold net worth swings we've seen of TI5 so far. Whew. How was that a game, Synderen? It was meant to end about 15 minutes. Virtus.pro had such an advantage twice.
They looked like they had a lot of miscommunication with what they wanted to do in the fights. The whole synergy that they built up early in the fights just didn't carry over into the mid-late game, and